If you are into disturbing horror and splatpunk literature, all of that nasty stuff, then you've most likely heard of Sam West. A lot of fun titles, a lot of violence, specifically sexual. Sounds like he's our guy. Welcome. This is Check That Book, a special place where we get acquainted with the most disturbing literature ever written. The disgusting books, but not all of them per se. Some of them are truly, truly gripping pieces of literature. But today, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the gory, the bloody, the disgusting, the magnificent. Sam West, specifically his work, The Djinn. It's an extreme horror novel, much like pretty much everything Sam writes. Um, Jinn? Why I picked Jinn? Why not, I don't know, Home Intruder or something like that? They're all disgusting. But at the same time, surprisingly captivating. For a disturbing book, I mean, Sam West really deserves a place and a mention on this channel, obviously. I picked Jin because it's a bit unorthodox. It's not your regular real life violence. Because, as we've spoken about this before, real life events, violence of reality, and the behavior of real people. No mysticism, no need for anything unearthly. Yes, it's perhaps the most disturbing. It hits home harder, but I wanted something different. I wanted to pick something that would, to a degree, make you really need to suspend your disbelief here because this is a magical story, surprisingly. Jinn, yes, let's speak about it for a sec. Uh, if you know, you know, again, what a jinn is. Yes, pretty much a genie. No, not Robin Williams's adorable character. Adorable. No, this is a place for disturbing literature, mainly. So, the jinn. Um, Google your mythology if you want, but the basic premise is that it is a being that grants you wishes once you rub the lamp and release them, right? We all know the tale. Well, here we have a story of Pam, our protagonist. Let's just call her our main character, right? I'm really conflicted calling certain main characters protagonists in such novels. So, we have Pam, a fat and ugly bitch, a a poor woman in more sense than one. She's poor. She's this lower class working female who really doesn't do much for her own sake, for her own well-being. Living with an abusive boyfriend, working several jobs, dirty jobs, and letting herself go in the means of, weight and, overall looks. The author is very descriptive. It makes you feel sorry for her at first, but we slowly realize that there's a bit more to her and she has done some stuff in her life. That one line alone, oh, Pam, you've done worse than that. Yes, you've done worse. What have you done, Pam? What the fuck? We don't really get to know her background properly, which I could argue is a good thing, really, because here we're focusing on this creepy ass, disturbing fairy tale where Pam finds this genie lamp, rubs it, and gets acquainted with a jinn who offers her 6 wishes. Why six? I have no idea, but there's six. But in order for her to get those wishes, she has to do something in return. First, she has to perform a task, and then she'll get her wish. Guess what kinds of tasks are we going to talk about? Sam West, grotesque horror. I'm just reminding you. Pam really got it bad. Oh gosh, she really doesn't have a choice now, does she? At first we believe she does, but then, whoa. What would you do in this kind of situation? Well, you don't really think about that now, do you? Because it's a fucking jinn. This is a story that does not happen in real life, which is probably one of the reasons I picked it. I've heard about it, and I decided to give this one a shot. I've read some of Sam's works prior. I enjoyed them, if that sounds correct. As someone who was looking into disturbing literature, I found his works to be up to par with the subject. But the Jinn is, yeah, this one was a wild ride. It's very descriptive. It's disgusting beyond belief. And wow, you get your fair share of, again, shit eating and gore and blood and piss and I'm sorry, but some scenes are so descriptive made me gag a couple of times, which doesn't happen that often. Not at all. This is a repulsive piece of work that I do not recommend to many people. Honestly, this is just for your morbid fun. Again, I know I sound weird when I say it like that, but if you are, again, if you are into disturbing, if you are into the psychological aspect of it, this book is going to be a good time. I mean, if you want to see how fucked up can one's writing get, and at the same time, you are treated to a genuinely interesting plot line. To me, it was interesting. I was worried for Pam. I mean, as much as I've started to kind of dislike her on my way throughout the book, I still was worried. I was still curious, where would this entire shenanigans, I mean, where would this lead us to? And the ending, it does disappoint a little. To me personally, I hoped for something more. It was a fun read, mainly because I didn't really believe any of it, but at the same time, I mean, how much crap do people do on a daily basis? How low can some people sink? Yeah, true. I'm pretty certain some people have done this, but not because a non-existent being from a magical lamp told you to, right? So this one is a bit on a lighter side. Surprisingly, I can't believe I'm saying this about Sam West's book, but that's what it is. Therefore, in a way, I could call this a very grim, disturbing fairy tale, I suppose. But yes, if you are collecting disturbing stories, check this one out. Jinn, Sam West, does a good job. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like disturbing content, consider giving this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb and make sure to subscribe for more. Also, make sure to check out my own creation, Misanthropically Inclined, available on Amazon. Links for which will be in the description down below, as usual. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Goodbye.